Literature discussion. Do you know how we used to talk about how adults do book studies? What did I talk about when I was telling you those things? What are some things that we
how to disagree respectfully?
Okay. Yeah. What else?
And how, like, you could say different things when you're responding to them.
Okay. What else do we show evidence? But how do we dig deep? How do adults go deeper into a book? By just staying on what?
Tasks.
Staying on task and picking one or two topics to talk about. So we're not going to sit here and talk about 13 different things in chapter 18. We're going to pick one or two really good things to dig deep into, okay? And remember, we've been talking about our new conversational moves that we can use. Another example would be, and that's just to build on other people's thinking. Oh, I like what you said. Well, have you thought about? So I know that we use our normal conversational moves, but I want you to try to incorporate a lot of these today because I know that you can. So we're going to pick 1 to 2 things to stay on task and topic about and dig deep.
You thought that Mimi was like a crook. Yeah, like evil, evil because she was married to
Chapter 4 and chapter 5 so far. What do you feel like you're doing really well at?
I think I'm doing questions.
Okay, and what do you mean by questions?
Responding.
You think that you're being successful with your responses? In what way? What's my expectation? And what do you know that you have to do to be successful?
I have to do what you tell me to do.
Okay, and what is that? What has to be in your response to be successful? What do you have to find? Text evidence? Are you using your language in your responses? Okay, I want to read one. Is this on chapter, have you done one on chapter 5 yet?
This one's
Okay. I like how you're saying you're feeling successful in that because it's a big thing. So you have your date, you have your title. The only thing I suggest is when we write our title, what do? We underline it, so you need to do that. Okay, I think Helen is the class clown because she might be using her joke book for the
sign.
prank. I predict that it's funny, but other kids think it's not funny. Okay? So you've used a prediction, you're using your thinking. Do you think that there's anything in that response that you could have done to make it better?
I think
Yeah, and what kind of language could we put there? You put, I think Helen is the class clown because, what could we have put after because? The author stated, or because according to the text. Is there somewhere in the text that makes you infer or have an inference that she's the class clown? Do you remember? She's got a joke book, so we could just, because you have that she has a joke book, but we need to put that language in according to the text or the author stated. But other than that, that's really, really good. I really like that. And I like how you have your date and it's easy to find. Let's go to your log and make sure it's in your log. Where is your log? Okay, and look here, you have all of these books that you are still reading on your own. That is awesome. So you're not just focusing on the case of the class clown, right? You're reading other books in your spare time. Okay, this is good. I want you to continue reading chapter 5 and responding. But what I want to do is I just want to hear you read a page real fast so I can hear.
I think, why did Spider-Cane help Leon if he was the Emperor Moth? I think Spider-Cane maybe didn't want to marry Mimi, but in the test it said that the Emperor Moth really liked Mimi and wouldn't let her go. So why would Spider King help him try and rescue Mimi?
Spiders are arachnids and butterflies are insects. So I don't think there's any possible way they can make. Yeah.
You know a lot about animals, so you just said that.
This is a fiction story.
I know.
Oh, I like your thinking on it. That was really good.
Because bugs don't talk.
Yeah.
They go.
So that's why it's fiction. But let's really focus on what he was saying, and let's go back to this. Let's build upon his thoughts. What was Evan's response?
I like what you said because like Spider King
What
helped
is it on?
Leon, but then he also likes Mimi, and
So,
Leon was trying to
What page is this
get
on?
Mimi, but
108.
And let's go back. I don't want to interrupt Maggie's thinking. What were you thinking, babe? You had some good thoughts.
I really like what you said because like who wants to help someone if they really like them and are like going against them? Like who wants to help that person if they're
We
going
want
against them?
But an enemy, right?
Like an enemy.
So,
Then
but
at the end,
Later in the test, it said that it was like all a setup and stuff, but we're supposed to respond as we're reading.
Dog Tick's still suspicious because he did have Mimi in the sack. Maybe Spider King feed him a twin.
Because, so, the Spider King and Mimi didn't really like each other. They were just trying to get Leon to join their group. So,
Aaron, let's look at, because remember, we're focusing on two really good topics. So let's turn there and let's focus on what Evan is trying to show us.
wait, did you learn 18 now?
Did you read on?
Yeah, I read the whole book.
We'll just go to where he's at. Page 96. So go ahead and tell us your thinking.
It says a huge whirling mass was moving across the sandbank of the bay, but later on in the test it said that it wasn't a steam. They were just in time for like the parade.
Yeah, the parade. Spider King knew when the parade was, so that's why they started to go find Mimi. Spider King knew like when everything was, and that's when they started to go.
So you guys, you're saying scheme. I want somebody to go deeper into that. What does scheme mean? What do you think the author is trying to
setup.
I think crook.
thief for a crook? Okay, what do you think, Evan?
Setup.
A setup.
Like going through something for nothing.
Yeah.
So is
Just to be part of something, but
Like
so
an
is the author
initiation.
trying to make a twist here, do you think, in the story? By doing what?
by
This
like
was
making
all-
Spider King set up, like making Spider King set up Leon.
Okay.
It's kind of
Yeah, it was all a steam for his initiation.
this whole
It's
book.
initiation, okay.
Well, one time I was looking into night crawlers and it still said dog tick.
You know what I see Corbin is using a lot of? His prior knowledge for his love of animals, and he knows a lot about what's in the story, and he can relate.
Putting the facts into the book.
He's putting the facts in the book, and he can say, oh, that doesn't sound right because this is what I already know, and he's giving his spin on it.
Well, it's a fiction
Fine,
book.
it is a fiction
Yeah,
book.
but so things
Because I really like the author's language and her craft in this book. Let's turn to on chapter 4 where it says phony baloney, chapter 4. Phony baloney on chapter 4. Why do you think the author chose that title? Phony baloney.
because
Brooklyn, what do you think?
Probably because it involves phony baloney.
Okay, let's go deeper than
it
that.
involves fake baloney from a prank store.
Okay, what's phony mean?
Fake
plastic. Means fake or plastic. Okay. If you were the author, do you think that you would have chosen that for the title, or would you have done something else?
I probably would have done that because that's the main idea of the chapter, getting Joey getting pranked by fake baloney.
So if you didn't even read chapter 4 and you just looked at phony baloney, you could make an inference probably of what this chapter is going to be about. So I think the author did a really good job making the title for chapter 4. Austin, I want you to tell me, I gave you an assignment to find a couple of powerful words in chapter 4 that made the author's message more purposeful. Do you guys have any of those words that you found?
I did.
What'd you find?
So I found because something.
Okay, good
Then
thinking.
put why.
Okay, good thinking.
Because why should, think about it, Mila. Why should we call it the smelly socks?
Okay, I like your thinking. Anybody else want to add to that?
Doubtfully.
Doubtfully? What does doubtfully mean?
Maybe like
Not having any will.
yeah.
Doubtfully? Okay, anybody else? Like if you doubt something's going to happen, what do you think?
Like you don't think that's
It's probably not going to happen, okay? Anybody else want to add a couple more vocabulary words?
Comedian, because that's the main idea of this book, like a prankster, because they do pranks and they try to they prank people and they do jokes and
So pranksters, okay? Anybody else? If nobody else, I want to talk about the story, probably a month's worth of discussion. After meeting as a group, do you think that your thinking has changed about the story?
yeah.
Can you tell me why?
because after hearing their response, it gives me a new perspective of like the book and
Yeah.
helps me understand it more.
It helps you
Yeah,
understand
like
more?
when Corbin actually says like facts about the animals, it helps.
If you
me,
put facts into a book, it helps you understand the book.
Do you know what I noticed Corbin does a lot? He challenges our thinking. He even challenges my thinking because he's using stuff that he already knows to incorporate in his reading. And that's what reading's all about, isn't it? Is to help us grow as
And that's how you
readers and
find
as
out-
learners.
That's how you find out if it's a fiction or non-fiction.
Yeah,
See if there's facts in the book or if it's like telling a story.
that's right. And I also want to mention that when we are thinking something and we can build upon it, it just takes us deeper into the story and helps us understand it even more, don't you think?
Yeah.
You guys did awesome today.
She's like a big she didn't use just
It's
she
like
didn't use just like normal people. She used bugs like evidence showing that they were bugs and lots of evidence. And it was like it's a big mystery.
Yeah, the author really.
It was a big mystery.
Yeah.
And it was really cool because
But it wasn't.
there was twists and turns.
Yeah,
like a
it was-
roller coaster.
Yeah,
And it was all just to get Leon to join the
Order of the Moth.
So they were
Yeah.
they were giving Leon a mystery, and
And,
they
like,
were in art.
I thought like he maybe stole a bunch of stuff. And
and so it like a lot of
So
things
he
went on.
like got jealous, and he got at the end he
Like
was
he had lots of feelings about him.
and the only thing
the author gave a lot of detail in it.
like at the end,
It's
Leon kept asking, well, what about this? Well, what about that? And they answered all his questions. He was like, well, like yeah, I got nothing. And then he was like,
yeah, like he's like, how'd you get a scarf? And I saw Mimi in the bag.
and then he was like, then who was that? And it wasn't Mimi.
So the author really.
The Apple Room girl had over 200,000 scarves. Yeah, the author really gave good evidence so we
Yeah,
could
about
figure out
like-
what was going on.
And good clues.
Yeah.
Help us
Lots,
figure out.
lots of clues.
It really helped
Help
me
us
think a
figure
lot.
out.
Yeah, it like messed with my head, but then it also helped me.
Yeah, like at the very end, I'm like, wait, so
What?
it was all just to get Leo in a group?
Yeah.
Not Leo.
Leon in a group for the Emperor Moth, which was actually Spider-Cane. So that really shocked me.
Yeah, that like blew my mind.
Yeah. Guess what's the question to y'all?
So we could tell the author that she did a really good job about the detail because it changed my thinking. Yeah, it changed my thinking.
And she did a really good job at confusing us and getting us back on track.
Yeah, she like it confused us and then we're like, oh,
A lot of authors like to trick you and
and then
get you totally mixed up in the book. Like,
Yeah, and then at the end,
at the end, you wrap up to the beginning. You're like, oh, so they're trying to be a good book.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what a good book is.
And this book is like really good because it's a mystery book.
It's a
and
big mystery.
Yeah, and
There's like 6 mysteries in
Yeah.
one book.
But
Yeah.
so
Well, really, what I want to know is Minnie really married to Spider-Man?
oh yeah, was
They never said
It
that, but I
never
don't
really
think it
says. I don't think that. I think it's just all just.
I think that was
I think that was
all
just
set up.
a trick.
Yeah, all is set up.
I
and
think
like,
that was just
just
like
to get-
acting to
just
just to